What's up, guys? How's it going? Just popping in for another fun-filled day of recording. We are doing money readings now. For March 2022, we're going to get them all. We might be interrupted as I'm signed on to my other channels, but have no fear. You guys could fly on the wall, status it up, and I will continue on my merry way. As always, feel free to jump in the chat, leave comments, messages if you guys want a drama gra, if we're calling it a quick drama gra. $5, $10, 50, I think the deal is, or 5, 20, 50. Check the title. But without further ado, we're going to jump into the March money reading. And I'm going to simulcast here on my left. So if you guys see me talking to the phone, that's what I'm doing. Position you guys nice in here, and we could be over here. So first up is going to be all signs. It's going to be the 3-card teaser trailer. Well, what's up, guys? This is going to be the 3-card teaser trailer. All signs, money, actually, March 2022. Hope you guys are doing well. Feel free to like, share, follow, reach out at your boy for a one-on-one reading. First card up, we got the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Remember, this is all signs. This is money. This is March 2022. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Something is askew. The picture is crooked on the wall type energy here. Healing, though. Fame. Someone in the spotlight. Wishes fulfilled with the Star card. Ace of Wands, the work has been done, the action has been taken and been put in. Let's make some connections here. So I'm not getting the sense that, you have to do the brunt of any of the work. I feel as though it's been done. It's time to kind of work smarter instead of harder. Dream big. Okay, follow your dreams, your aspirations. Obviously, follow the tides of the intuitive movements of your biology, of your body. 10 of Cups in the reverse does point to this kind of period or phase of the 9 of Cups in the upright. This is emotional independence. This is Pisces season, which we're in until the 19th of March. And so you could be going through a period of just kind of finding your own 2 feet, being stable, really independent emotionally. You could be vibing solo out there, single, and or even if you're in a relationship. Sometimes when you're in a relationship, you're starting to realize how important emotional independence is and being able to kind of be your own person and not get melded with the other person. Oftentimes it happens. We lose ourselves and what we're about and our life path and what we're meant to be contributing to the world. But the Star card here is also kind of you just being open and vulnerable, true to yourself while you're in this 9 of Cups in the upright, emotionally sound, stable. You have a track record, you have a resume, you have trophies, you have accomplishments, you have accolades. So this is kind of just really being like the coffee grains, like the nitty gritty essence of who you are, the purity of who you are, which is actually a light and a beacon in the world. And so, you are probably under the eye of camera or others or many, to the extent that they are watching you transmute, here. There's a ceremony being conducted and done here, and it's not one of brute force or physical, tangible action. It could be an alchemical transmutation of words, vibrations, light, something of this essence, substance, and nature here. And this may be your means of generating income. Just trying to think of some of what we went through astrologically, not only yesterday, but in general as it stands. Uranus is in Taurus. We've talked about that on this channel ad nauseum. Some of the money kind of generating sectors of income, the planet Venus, second house in astrology ruled by Taurus. So if we look and see where Venus is at right now, the planet of love and money, we just did all the love readings yesterday. So check out the teaser trailers on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. The full videos are on Patreon as well. So feel free to subscribe to gain access to that. It's worth the value. It's only $3 a month to gain access to the monthly drops for all signs. So Venus is currently in that kind of hard-hitting 10th house of Capricorn, which has to do with the masculine energy, notoriety, career path. So I find that you're really kind of investing, the value is essentially broken down from, that which you do over a long extended period of time. That's why, mining, the metaphor of mining something, you're digging, you're putting effort, you're toiling. But again, this is more of a modern, updated, upgraded metaphysical form of mining. Think of like crypto mining. The value behind that is that there's time and resources needed to generate code that you just can't do from scratch on paper, right? So we're outsourcing time, and we're circumventing time to these super machines and supercomputers that could do something that we could never do in a million years by ourselves. So that's where the value, quote unquote, is coming from. A lot of that is over people's heads, but think of value in terms of, the like button, the subscribe button, the comment button. You're essentially voting, you're upvoting like on Reddit or something, proverbially or metaphorically, where you're pouring your attention to, where you're pouring, yes, resources, but again, dollars and funds we're finding are not the only source of economy nowadays. Likes, share, attention, follow, notoriety, the wave, the momentum of something, building a channel, followers, eyeballs, attention, positive feedback and reinforcement. So, in general, I hope this period of, being single or, again, allows you to look back on where you've been watering the majority of your time in your lifetime. Okay. Could be music, could be your portfolio, could be your career path. And just know that, your daily contribution to that is indeed, not nothing. It's something. They say, know your worth, know your value. And I think that that's kind of more or less intrinsically aligned with where you're drawn to, what you have proclivities and affinities for. So, what are you genuinely, sincerely passionate about? So we're getting like this kind of momentum. Venus is supercharging our 10th house of what we're being known for. So you could have been undergoing this completely kind of renovation. Pluto is also in Capricorn until 2023, when those energies might quite solidify, as in concrete. So from 2008, you might have kind of been one foot out the door in your whole career. And it's only now coming to fruition. It's almost like a coming of age, coming of a generation, the millennials, where they're really kind of finding what they're meant to be doing. But again, this is like peak. Like, this is our time. This is our era. Like, this is our time to dream big. The window's not going to be here forever. It's kind of a this is it type feeling. So, don't lose that inspo when you have your hands around it. Neptune is in Pisces until 2025 and its home sign. So this is dream those deep, dreams. The kind of, dark side of the force, part of that spectrum is those kind of dark, twisted fantasies. I think those are primordial outlets that need to occur if you've been having vivid, lucid dreams. Just understand, in order to kind of be this charged, incarnate being, you need both the kind of negative and positive. You need the light and the dark. But the distinction between darkness and evil, oftentimes darkness is associated with evil, because it doesn't have the energy of awareness and attention and focus and light put on it. So, once it does, then the truth for what it is exposed. So there is esoterically, metaphysically, in and of itself, intrinsically value in what we're giving and feeding attention to. Now, that's a little bit hard because culture is programming you to do one thing or another. Some say, you can't have one without the other. You want to keep a balance. You want to live and have an experience that is life. We're not, these kind of pristine, only always vibing at the highest of highs, So there's this balance element here. I'm looking for any of the air signs or Libra energies not featured in the current planetary alignments. Let's see, what else can we speak to? So essentially, when we're talking about money, we are talking about value. Let's dive more into the tarot. This is going to be, that teaser trailer. This will have been that. For the meat and potatoes of this reading, we're going to be posting that on the Patreon link below. As always, reach out for one-on-one reading. Like, share, follow, subscribe, engage. Leave your sun, moon, rising in the comments. It means the world to me. So go to Patreon link below for part 2. This is all signs. We're going to talk more about money in March. Holla at your boy. Peace. Okay, money. How are we generating money? How are we generating value? How are we giving value out there? It's a two-pronged approach, right? Because there's money, there's this intrinsic, inherent money, but then there's also the ethical and moral component behind it. There's the tangible, and then there's the quantum, energetically, what you're really about. Which oftentimes, when you are put into a position where you have to strike out, then you're either all in or not. It becomes a lifestyle or not. So you have the Knight of Pentacles here moving forward. This is slowly, steady, but surely energy. Not to say that you are going to have everything come to fruition, obviously, in the month of March. I wouldn't promise you that. But there is more of a sturdiness of where you're finding yourself again in your career path and where you're watering. There's a focus. There's an understanding of, okay, let me build upon this because I have a track record of a decade plus, or, what have you, 5 years, 2 years that I've been watering this particular money tree or just craft or skill. So let me, tune out all of the drones, the drones and the buzz, the white noise, the distraction. And let me just kind of singularly focus on this. There is going to be, essentially a period and a phase of feeling where you're not being compensated properly here. But continue to go in, continue to kind of work out your methodology to charge and recharge and expel energy in the proper outlets, in the proper directions, and you will get a return eventually. Because again, this is going to be, the period in time of in phase when the universe is kicking the tires, essentially, until you kind of see that return here. But again, no energy is gained or lost here. Uranus and Taurus. So you're kind of adding to the bank until essentially this, big boom, bam, surprise. With the Uranus is this kind of explosive, rebellious energy. Saturn and Aquarius, though, this kind of restrictive harnessing of that kind of energy until 2023. So if there were a bang or a boom or a bomb to go off, I would say, as far as like a monetary windfall or an explosion of value or rising to the top, I would say that it would be more so when Saturn leaves Aquarius, because again, it's restricting, it's compacting, it's compounding that explosive energy until 2023. Then when it moves into Pisces, and now Saturn, powered by this kind of like hardworking, constantly putting efforts into your 10th house of notoriety. Now it's moving into this kind of dreamy fantasy landscape of Pisces, where essentially kind of all your dreams are fulfilled. Right now, Jupiter in Pisces, you're expanding upon it, you're dreaming upon it, you're reaching to the far off corners of what you think you can kind of aggregate, accrue, or manifest in this third dimension here. But let's see more about income. I see stability here with the Four of Pentacles, your bottom line. Okay. Let me see what else wants to come. Possible messages for money, all signs, March 2020. Definite look into your life areas where you could kind of segue from the working harder instead of smarter with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So if you're more so in the kind of skills department of what you're associated with putting out in terms of value, maybe like a writer or a musician, definitely, yes, it requires the time put in and invested, but don't sleep on it, because that's when you're kind of Going to see those impactful. They say 10 years to become an overnight success, right? Page of Cups. This is continuing to kind of charge your metaphysical, spiritual aura here. I recently came in contact with some chanting Om meditative videos, which essentially allow you to like replicate the charge, the power of the sun, the charge that the sun gives you from your root chakra, and raise that up to your crown chakra. So that will definitely, like a self-subsisting, self-generator, moving from gas to electric, but within yourself. Think about that. Because that, if we're talking adding value and the metaphor of you're a light bulb, right? What are you feeding off of? Okay, so this is a time as well to become hyper self-sufficient. We talked about the 10 of Cups in reverse. It correlates with coming out of relationship. And, there's no kind of artificial mechanism here with the Star card in the upright. This person is just bare, self-subsistent to the naked eye. But what goes within them, what goes on within them to the tune of, pun intended, inner resonance, inner mantra work, inner spirituality, that can't be seen. Okay. So hence, Ace of Wands in the reverse, it's not going to be about the action in and of itself. It's going to be at the vibration in which you are kind of existing in, so to speak. So, but with the Knight of Pentacles, this is sustainable. Again, regardless of that kind of external, the Emperor wears no clothes. There's no results. There's no tangible, and still that perceived defect is actually your kind of number one power, because it's self-subsisting, which is very cool here. Again, this wanted to be made manifest. I love when this happens because it lets us know we're right on par. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse offset with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. This leads to the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Pushes us to the Four of Pentacles in the upright. This is stability. This is a stable kind of baseline, bottom line foundation that you want to elevate from, and you will. Let me see what else wants to come out here in terms of value and money here, people. Coming out of conflict, Fool card. Yes. Flying high, baby. Soaring with the eagles. This is high vibe. This is Aquarius energy. This is ruling planet Uranus. This is Uranus and Taurus. This is the rebellion streak of going against the grain, carving your own path, and creating a lane for yourself. But again, you could only do this when you're not bogged down by, let's say, the frequencies or the energies of the Knight of the heaviness of the old Newtonian Knight of Pentacles, or the heaviness of the old Newtonian Five of Pentacles. This is a quantum, again, double Aquarius energy here. Light, loose, okay? Light and loose here, double Aquarius energy. Wish fulfillment, shock and awe, quantum and metaphysical. Okay. So yeah, very cool. A lot of metaphors of like being a light in a dark room. A lot of metaphors of if an extra door opens and it's dark in that room, the source of the light doesn't diminish. Right, you're still kind of being that source. But you gotta proverbially turn that light on as well at times. And oftentimes what keeps us from turning that light on or showing up are those lower, lesser energies. Just remember that it's something that can be navigated. Okay, we have all the other 12 signs that we still got to get to, so I'm going to leave it there. Again, as always, feel free to like, share, follow. If you're watching this on the Patreon, thank you so much. Reach out for one-on-one reading on to Aries. Let's see what happens. Yesterday, Aries had a badass love reading, so let's see if that carries forth. Peace. Okay, let's see. Anyone in the chat? Nope. What's up, Aries? This is going to be your Money March 2022 reading. Cross watchers, feel free to apply this to the first house as well if need be. The image of self, the egoic identity of self is what Aries rules. Let's get your little 3-card Monty. The full extent of this reading is going to be posted on the Patreon, so feel free to check that out. It's only $3 a month. As always, reach out for one-on-one. Like, share, follow, comment, subscribe, comment your sun, moon, rising. You got the Ace of Swords in the upright here. You got the 3 of Swords in reverse. You got the 3 of Cups in the upright. A lot of threes, a lot of going in and moving out, coming in, coming out here. 3 of Swords is definitely, and again, this is money, so let's not confuse this, blur lines with love here. But Swords energy in the reverse in regards to money, worth. In the all signs reading, we essentially converted money to worth and value energetically, right? You do something enough over a long period of time, that's how you generate value. That's what we're kind of removing from the equation. That's why we go and watch a comedian that has like 10 plus years under his belt, is because he's used that time to mine comedy, for example. So we're outsourcing needing to do that ourselves. That's where any value and any worth comes from in this world. Okay, in a world where people are trying to sell you something that has no intrinsic value. Okay, possibly only extrinsic value. Look up those terms because then you'll start to understand NFTs and cryptocurrencies and all that stuff. But 3 of Swords in reverse, coming out of heartbreak, coming out of sadness, coming out of loss. And I'm getting that it's because you are starting to realize and understand your own sense of self-worth and what you can do, kickstarting yourself within yourself, Aries. So this is very cool because this is, again, the capstone, the keystone to all semblances and understandings of worth and value, self-worth, self-value, what you're capable of doing. It's like you're a light bulb in a dark room. And you're like, oh, wait, I'm meant to turn on. This is what I could do. This is how I could send ripple effects into the ether, into the universe with your ethos. So 2 swords in the upright is left. We have a crossroads decision possibly coming to the month of March here, coming at your doorstep. We'll drill down more in the extended posted on the Patreon link below. But this is good. This is a good place to start because you're no longer letting heartbreak distract you, sadness distract you. Those are all low vibrational states of being, right? So that keeps you from your path and your purpose and what you're meant to put out there into the world. 3 of Cups, this is a joyous occasion of celebration that might come across your doorstep as well in the month of March here. Kind of seeing the starting to get a little bit of a feedback, starting to get some results, starting to get some more. Anytime you're able to see a path to victory is a good thing. And I feel as though that you've kind of essentially created that. With the Ace of Swords here, it's almost as if you're chopping down, clearing down any of the foliage or the weeds or the trees or the leaves and all that stuff, so as to kind of clear your own path and see your own way to victory here. Ace of Swords in the upright. This is minor arcana tower moment here. This is shock and awe. This is epiphany. These are yads, gifts, blessings from God. Victory. Aces are about new beginnings. So this is out with the old, in with the new. Yes, by your own hand. Yes, a lot of it by the grace of God or the cosmos or the universe, whatever you subscribe to. The crown chakra. Okay. In essence, the source of that kind of light, the source of, where everything is kind of directed, everything is kind of being directed in this kind of upward, cycling upward into new realms of experience, okay, via the crown chakra, which we all have. Let's see, we could do a little bit of a tarot math here. 3 of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the upright. That leaves us again with 2 of Swords in the reverse, coming out of this crossroads decision pointing to the Ace of Swords, clarity. There's both this kind of presentation of maybe being able to focus in and zero in on what the crossroads decision might be for you. We could get a little bit more into that on the Patreon extended. But then there's this kind of clarity. There's this victory as well, and definitely this celebration of that said victory with the Three of Cups in the upright. It's very cool to start to see something bloom and blossom in the month of March. And what I'm getting, to kind of put a cap and a button on this, is I'm getting that you're seeing that now that you have a couple of months of the new year under your belt, something that started later on at the tail end of this past year, during winter season, you're starting to see that you could actually do this, you can manage this, and you can manifest this, whether it's a lifestyle or it's a way of, keeping things up, keeping up with the Joneses, all that stuff. So we're going to drill down more into that for you, Aries, extended on the Patreon link below. As always, holler for one-on-one reading. Love and light to you guys. Holler. Peace. Okay, Aries, this is the extended. So we have the Three of Swords in reverse. This is the past. This is done. We kind of balanced that equation. Spirit, anything else as to what this victory is pertaining to? Obviously, this is a money, finances, resources. I think it's just more of the kind of line of like self-illumination. This is the internal work, the quiet work, the subtle energy. And it's starting to pay off, and it's starting to show. A lot of this has to do with your understanding and realization of the meaning behind how you show up as well. Aries, the King of Swords is in the reverse here. This is an inner knowing. A lot of inner knowing oftentimes is correlated with confidence. Okay. Knowing what you have to do now, knowing what action steps you have to do consistently, so as to be able to continue to stack up trophies. These cups are not only, cups of emotion, cups of exchange, cups of celebration, a joyous occasion, Cancerian energy, a very kind of emotionally nurturing cardinal sign energy. Fourth house, emotional comfort, which is oftentimes tied to our financial standing. These are also trophies. These are also successes. These are also accomplishments, some requiring larger phases of time and epochs to have cycled out than others. But again, anything of value, as we're learning here, is worth time and effort. So if you're ever in a position where you're feeling like your toiling is not paying off, never feel that way. Never feel that way at all. The Ace of Cups in the reverse are, all of those emotional investments, okay, kind of coming to a head, leveling up in relationships, obviously with yourself, with your understanding of your role in this lifetime, but also tertiary, tangential relationships. 3 in the up, 1 in the reverse, offsetting to the 2 in the up, so it could be a narrowing down. To possibly in your relationship with the Two of Cups in the upright, definitely in the very least going into business with someone, and or just kind of adding depth to that relationship. The bonding molecule of water, which keeps us going. But also understanding that like those relationships are just like the cherry on top. Because again, if you watched, and I advise you to cross-watch the all signs in the Aries, the all signs reading, but all the other signs as well. This is Aries. You don't need those relationships to exist to do your best work. And I think that there's a lot of clarity in that. Again, we're building off of the Ace of Swords in the upright, because oftentimes we're so kind of muddled and bogged down by other people's baggage, insecurities, low vibe frequencies, that it doesn't allow us to see what exactly we should clearly be doing with laser-like focus. So that's very cool. And I hope that you're resonating with this. Let me see what else wants to come out here. We could put a button on this. Actually, let's just leave that here, because then we got Taurus and all the other signs to do still. And again, feel free to cross-watch. This is, if you're not an Aries, applicable to your first house. And if you are an Aries and you want to watch the Taurus, that's applicable to your second house. And that's actually the house of generating money and income. So you're going to want to watch the teaser and the full vid on that as well, because it's going to be kind of like a doubling down specific message for the money sector, especially in particular to kind of day-to-day. Which is, again, if you look up second house astrological characteristics and attributes, that's what the second house rules. So let's transition over to that. Holla at your boy. Appreciate you guys. Peace. Rolling right along. Taurus, welcome. This is going to be your teaser trailer for Money, March 2022. Feel free to like, share, follow. Let me get your cards for you really quick for the Instagram and TikTok viewers. The full extent of this is going to be on the Instagram page or the YouTube. And then the Patreon, of course, is going to have the meat and potatoes, the bonus content. High Priestess in the reverse, loss of objectivity. 8 of Cups in the upright, wanting to walk away from something, putting burdens down. With the 9 of Rods in the reverse. These are the kind of surface level meanings and interpretations of these cards here. We can dive a little bit more into this Taurus. Now, keep in mind, this is second house, day-to-day, how we aggregate, how we generate material goods. But that's not synonymous with actual value, okay? Taurus, so cross-watchers, welcome. The High Priestess in reverse is something having kind of been bogged down by subjectivity. We talked a little bit about those lower vibrational energies. It could be the unmet child within, whatever you want to understand it to be. That is kind of clouding the bigger picture, is oftentimes how I see the High Priestess in reverse. The 8 of Cups in the upright is wanting to walk away from this. This has become too subjective. This has become too muddled, too boggy. Pisces energy as well here. So definitely within the time frame of Pisces season, you could find yourself walking away. Or at least kind of diminishing how often you, excuse me, as I get camera ready, how often you kind of emotionally invest in water and try to construct some sort of understanding with someone else relationally. Again, these relationships are just the cherry on top, right? You get to have people to bounce ideas off of, to bounce creations off of, but they're not the kind of, like I said, meat and potatoes of what it is that you do that is inherently valuable, what's up to the viewer on the YouTube live stream. So don't let this confusion or this unresolved or this chaos, stray you away from your path. You're going to have to keep on walking forward anyways. Taurus, you're going to have to keep on laser focusing in anyways. Try not to take things personal. Try to be open to, burying the hatchet. And understand that oftentimes when people don't meet our expectations, it's because they're too kind of bogged down or blinded, or they just don't have a clear understanding of kind of value and worth mechanisms or dynamics. Okay. So let's see what else wants to come out here. Actually, that's going to be the teaser. Let's jump to the extended bonus cherry on top Patreon full reading. Taurus, link below. Holla at your boy. Okay, what's up, Taurus? How's it going? We are jumping into the Patreon money. March 2022. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages for Taurus at this time. Ready to have the backdrop of the High Priestess in reverse, the 8 of Cups in the upright, the 9 of Rods in the reverse here. Something that you could integrate day to day, or something that you do feed and water and balance day to day. Crossroads decision here. Okay, it's almost as if you're trying to choose between, water and relationships or maintaining your obligations or responsibilities. I would say pick your obligations and responsibilities first and foremost. Okay, those pay the bills. As opposed to, relationships are good, but if you're not at that point, than of being able to kind of maintain and harness, then what good are they if they take you off of being able to establish this kind of solid footing with the Two of Pentacles in the upright. The 2 and the 8 want to add to the 10 of Cups in the upright. This is a high watermark, Piscean energy, a high kind of point. But again, I'm not getting that there's a lot of consistency here. I'm getting that the more you kind of remove yourself from these connections in a healthy way, then you could really kind of hunker down and harness your strengths. And I don't mean that in a kind of cold, callous, or removed way. I just mean that it's going to allow you to kind of get ahead in your work, Taurus, is what I'm seeing here. Because there's a definite kind of crossroads decision here between relationships and your obligations. Don't use relationships as an excuse to put off something good that you're kind of in the midst of harnessing and creating and generating. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit, for March, Taurus, money 2022? Yes, there is going to be semblances of distractions and illusions and a lot of 10 of Cup energy. Remember, 10 of Cups are just high watermarks. What you want is the 10 of Pentacles. You could take that to the bank. That's a foundation. That's a legacy. That's a house. That's a car. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 of Cups are good. Like you could feel a 10 of Cup. A hobo in an alleyway could feel a 10 of Cup, but you can't feel a 10 of Pentacle. So you got the 7 of Cups in the upright. This is illusion, options, fantasies, choices. 3 of Cups is celebrating energies. Trophies at the end of the day are good. Feedback, affirmation, confirmation. But again, you're always going to kind of be left and settled with your own emotions at the end of the day. So you might as well make that your priority, or you could read them and weep. Add it up. You got the 10, you got the King in the reverse. There's a lot of immaturity and emotion. These people aren't on your level emotionally. They haven't mined and done they don't have the resolve that you have from having kind of been able to, if you're blessed with the gift of being able to articulate your own emotions and understand your emotions to yourself. I'm not getting that these people are able to do that for you. And you're not able to do that for them. And so hence why you're going to want to drill down more so on the 2 of Pentacles in the upright. Yes, you will have your kind of high points. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is that you're building a dynasty and you're building a legacy for yourself, Taurus, that you could take to the bank. Anything else, Spirit, for money, Taurus? Anything else, Spirit? So if you are at a crossroads between doing what you need to do or choosing that person or that relationship, definitely choose what you need to do. That's the lesson. You may have understood that or come across that again in the past, but if you want to kind of channel and tune into the higher reality cycles of your 10 of Pentacles, it's going to come by way of the 9 of Cups. Yes, oftentimes those that are kind of with you through the path and through the journey are worthy of being there with you for the 10 of Pentacles. But again, unless they're paying your bills or unless, I shouldn't say paying your bills, but unless they are kind of like actively in the trenches with you and helping to facilitate your success, as opposed to kind of being more so of an emotional liability, then they're really not, supplementing your success in that kind of concrete, tangible way. I'm not saying that you never want to kind of pick up the phone or whatever. When you have time, you'll know when you have time. Okay. So, maybe if you're a little bit of a bleeding heart like I am, then you'll want to kind of, put off, having to do what you need to do for that conversation, that phone call. So, but just trust that you'll have windows and gaps of when you're not working, and you actually can have a fair and quality exchange with somebody. Okay, it behooves you to kind of wait for those to come around as opposed to having more frequent, lower quality exchanges with people. So, again, more of that kind of value exchange and trade talk. The Ace of Wands in the upright is new action, is new energy, is new, I want to say insight, getting a lot of solar power references. We talked about self-generating through meditation, replicating and harnessing the energy of the sun through meditation, root chakra, ohms, like electrical ohms, raising, amplifying to the crown chakra. Where the victory is articulated, won, and expressed. The Emperor in the upright, shout out to the OG Emperor in the background as well. Second and third chances, resurrection, putting all the fragments and the pieces together. Very cool. I love to see this, Taurus and or Crosswatcher. Feel free to crosswatch all the other videos as well. March, you're gonna fare very well. You're gonna fare very well. I think you are embodying this archangel, where people are seeing how well you are faring, and they are amazed and in awe. And it's because you've kind of realized like that self-subsisting source. You've gone from like gas to electric. Is what I'm saying here. Very cool, very cool, very cool. So definitely give that its due. Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. We're going to hop over to Gemini. Feel free to like, share, follow, comment, leave your sun, moon, rising in the comments. And as always, reach out for a one-on-one reading. Appreciate your time, Taurus. Light and love to you. Okay, Gemini, this is going to be your teaser trailer for for money, March 2022. The moon card in the reverse. That's what's coming out first and foremost. This is uncertainties, fears, and unknown, becoming a mechanism of self-sabotage. Remember that this is a state of being. When you're in states of being, you really can't see the bigger picture. You can't see the forest from the trees. So remember to keep your state of being elevated, high vibe. The Lovers is in the reverse here. This is about shakiness and unsettledness in regards to trusting your path. Lovers is obviously romantic relationship, twin flame lovers. In the name in and of itself, but this is often the path of purpose and meaning and what you're meant to do and who you're meant to be integrated with. It could be that you're meant to be integrated with the divine masculine and feminine within yourself here, Gemini, first and foremost. So never doubt that. If the external relationship isn't working, that's how you know to work on the internal relationship with yourself. You got to cut dead weight, toxic weight, low vibe, and you got to do that as well. So again, we're harnessing and building and constructing something new. Ten of Swords in the reverse here, self-sabotage. The only self-sabotage that could really come is you allowing to kind of dwell in these uncertainties and fears. So remember to kind of take the reins and navigate and direct and take control of your states of being and your vibes, and a lot of meditation talk, a lot of ohms, a lot of chanting, a lot of mantra talk here on this channel, especially as of late. Feel free to watch the other channels as well, Gemini, but those are definitely going to be tools that help you maintain your vibe, so that you could kind of show up and show out and just continue to add value and quality out there. So that's your teaser trailer. We're going to drill down more on the extended on the Patreon link below. Holler at your boy as always, please. What's up, Gemini? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse here. This is your extended. We're going to drill down. This is a fourth card that wanted to come out here. This is lack of, could be communication, could be email, could be phone, could be chat, could be messenger. But that's okay. Those, lacks, talking about lack, keyword lack here with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, that can, if you allow it to, feed this unsettled, this shakiness here with the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Moon card in the reverse. Think of this quantumly, spiritually, as the universe kind of kicking the tires and really testing and challenging the level at which you're operating at to see if you're really about what it is that you're doing in the line of adding quality and value. We turn this Lover's card upside down or right side up. This is a confirmation. This is an affirmation. This is you showing up for yourself via the higher self, meaning the higher kind of realms and dwellings of, replacing trust. If there's anxiety or lack of confidence, replacing that with trust and confidence and faith and fun and happiness and all those higher value vibrational states of being here. It's interesting, because in the Taurus reading, we had the chances where you were showing up as an archangel for the fragments and the pieces of yourself. My trust and confidence reminder just went off at 3 p.m. West Coast time at the time of this recording, so very cool. And so I'm getting more so this is an internal expression of the beings within you, and you showing up via the higher self, so as to encourage, yes, you are good, you are right on path, you are who, what, where, when, why you need to be, Gemini. And this is intrinsically associated with your value, your self-worth, and obviously that trickles down to the third dimension of materialism and dollar signs and cents and all that stuff. What else can I say here? Lover's card of the Emperor. That is the Gemini card energy too. I was mentioning that how in the Taurus reading we had the Judgment card, you showing up for yourself as an archangel. So watch that, cross-watch all the other readings as well, so you can get something from that. You could apply them to your houses and view those readings through the lens of what house they associate with. Houses 1 through 12 in the astrological natal chart, so that could feed those sectors of your life as well. Two of Pentacles in the upright. This is just kind of the, a lot of that like doubt and, which may lead to self-sabotage, doubt, fear of the unknown. That's just you kind of trying to get your rhythm, trying to get your sea legs. Remember, I'm getting the sense that this is just like in its early beginning stages of infancy. Okay, first couple months in of a new venture or endeavor here. You are right where you need to be, Gemini, with this Lover card in the upright. The 6 is about balance. The 2 of Pentacles in the upright is about balance as well. This is going to lead to a new offer eventually. This offsets to the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. What else could we say? Here? Gemini money, March 2022. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Not mad at it, because in the very least it means self-subsisting, and you have this Ace of Pentacle here as well. So keep on doling out the energy, keep on doling out the positivity. In the very least, you have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is single, looking good, feeling good, self-subsisting, I should say. Can't be knocked off the hinges foundationally. Fundamentally, Page of Wands in the upright, gearing up to go, possible travel here, relocation, come fall, Virgo season. You might have the funds and the resources to be able to do so, or you might be able to manifest it. The Magician is in the reverse, though. This is as above, so below. This is Gemini energy. Again, I think it might be kind of speaking to, watching those low vibe energies, because he's pointing to the unknown. But again, with the Moon card, the Moon card in the reverse, and to the 10 of Swords in the reverse, which is the 9 in the upright, which is overthinking, worrying. So replace that worry with trust. Trust, faith, and confidence is what we're being told here. The Magician is pointing to those. So that's that message there. But the Moon card in the reverse is, it can't stay night forever. Slowly but surely, these cycles will be revealed, because that's what the moon does. It illuminates depending on what house it's in, and what it points to. Moon card currently is in the sign of Aquarius. This is 11th house at the time of this reading until March 1st. A house having to do with the future, our comfortability with the future. And again, our comfortability with the future is going to be kind of contingent on a lot of our dreamscapes, a lot of the kind of highest kind of ideals that we could envision and aspire to. And it could be something as simple as, making enough money to where you never have to worry about money, not having to work for anybody, financial freedom and independence. Whatever your goals are, we have those ideals. We have this kind of future projector machine for a reason. So make sure that what's in the slideshow is something positive and not something based on kind of immaturity. With the Nine of Cups in the reverse, that could speak to a crutch or looking for a way out or immaturity or wanting to walk away from something that's actually kind of doing quite well. And it could be that you're just not giving it enough credit. It could be that you catastrophize. But again, time heals all wounds here. So let's see a little bit more about what the Magician in reverse is speaking to Gemini. Okay, this is maintaining something with the Tower card in the reverse, utilizing all that which is around you here. I'm just getting that this is more encouraging energy, that you actually can do this, whatever it is that you're kind of setting out to do, Gemini. We talked a lot about kind of seeing a clear path to victory, and I believe the Taurus reading. Could be the Aries of the Taurus. Feel free to check that out. Not necessarily worrying any injustices, knowing that kind of karmically and quantumly, all kind of scales and debts are repaid and balanced and equaled. Having those big kind of outlandish pictures in your head, those goals, those objectives in your head, Gemini, don't shy away from them. They're valuable. In fact, you're going to want to turn to them as your focal point to continue to, have that kind of target for yourself. I find that you'll get there, though. I'm seeing a lot of evolving and evolution here. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which to me is more of a self-doubt as opposed to founded in reality, because you got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which is like concretely, sturdy. All you need is that Two of Pentacles. All you need is that motion. That's the kind of foundation for all successes. And that's what turns this Magician right side up. Because any kind of, manifestor worth their weight in salt is someone that does something over a long period of time consistently. It's not just an overnight snap of the finger. King of Pentacles is having mastered that and seeing it. So maintain those, big picture kind of dreams and goals and aspirations, whether it's relocating, moving, not only doing that, but doing that in the way that suits you, your needs and your standards, whatever it is, moving to another country, what have you. Keep those alive. Don't dash them just for the moment. So I'm gonna leave that there, Gemini. Let's move over to Cancerian. Moving right along, holler boy. Okay, Cancerian. This is going to be your money reading March 2022. Feel free to like, follow, reach out for a one-on-one reading. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's get the quick 3-card draw. Teaser and the full meat and potatoes is going to be posted on the Patreon link below. This is going to be for the Insta, for the TikTok. We're going to try to articulate in 10 seconds. Lack of growth or expansion coming out of association with a Sagittarius, maybe King of Wands in the upright, looking over this. Strength over your more kind of, I wanted to say morals. But this could be adhering to a higher moral standard or ethic. As opposed to your more carnal, bestial, impulsive energies here. Let's see what else wants to come out. Okay, so this is the 3 cards. So let's drill down on these 3 cards instead of seeing what else wants to come out. Again, what else wants to come out will be for the Patreon. Link below. But so the strength card in the upright, this is about 8s, which are about expansion, abundance, based on the lemniscate, which is day-to-day adherence, channeling Leo, Virgo energy, being in a completely different situation, or position by summertime. As of now, when you kind of consistently put the work forward here. Again, Leo, Virgo season. Before that, we have Cancerian and Leo season. So this summertime is going to be a big doozy. You might see the wheel spin as far as travel, relocation. We spoke about in the previous reading, Gemini reading, Cancerian. So Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The wheel has to spin eventually, right? The wheel does not stay stagnant. It does reference, like I said, ninth house, Sagittarius, as well as Jupiter energy, which is currently in Pisces until 2022. Let's see if there's anything else that we could correlate with Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion, abundance. We talked a lot about holding on to the vision and the dream, Cancerian, not doing that injustice by not actually believing in it. You know, from small, meager beginnings, do we kind of manifest these kind of bigger goals or aspirations? Not only doing something, but doing it in the way in which we would want to do it. So it might not be quite yet time to do that, to make a move or to hit that travel button. But don't feel as though that this Wheel of Fortune is going to be stuck forever, is what I'm getting here. The King of Wands is a very kind of influential person. He has a lot of kind of pull in this kind of fiery Leo. He has this kind of incendiary, this engine, this kind of combustible, being able to get things done if he really wants to. But I'm getting that it's more so there's a way that something wants to be done here is what I'm getting, Cancerian. Anyone could just kind of go and do this, whatever this is. I think it's some sort of travel or relocation, but if there's a methodology, there's a method and a way about in which this person wants to do this. It could be kind of a self stated, the right way of doing something to that person's standards, to your standard, maybe even Cancerian, which is very cool. It's very badass, actually, because this feminine energy here is is harnessing itself. It's saying, not yet, temper, okay? And you're doing a kind of good job of, how you're coming across right now, Cancerian. But that wheel will spin, and you're going to jump on it. You're going to let this kind of lion out of its cage, and it's going to be all over this Wheel of Fortune here. The fact that Jupiter is in Pisces until 2022, might suggest that it won't be until maybe around May 2022 where this could actually kind of more practically get off the ground here for you. I'm just trying to think out loud a little bit more about these kind of planet alignments. That's what I'm looking at over here on my laptop, by the way. So we have Sagittarius, obviously, that's ninth house. Ninth house is philosophy, higher learning, travel. Obviously, this kind of bullseye imagery is in reference to Sagittarius as well. I'm trying to think what else we could kind of associate with this. We spoke to Jupiter and Pisces here. I'm getting that you're kind of pulling down from the ether, this vision into the three-dimensional realm here. There's going to be a window until 2025 when you're actually able to capitalize this. So I wouldn't put this move off for any longer after 2025. But it starts with actually kind of really knowing that this is a viable option here for you. So I don't see any Sagittarius and I don't see any other Jupiter here. But it's interesting to kind of connect the dots with Pisces. We're in Pisces until March 20th here. It's almost as if that you might be launching a campaign based off of an internal decision to execute, if it is a move. But that window is only open until March 20th. So again, those big kind of dreams, don't let those fall wayside. Excuse me. Let's see here. So it's like you're saying yes to the vision by March 20th. This is the campaign that I'm going to set out. And then by May 2022, you're going to kind of be more in the ballpark of actually tangibly able to being able to manifest and pull down from the 5D or what have you. And that kind of window of being able to concretely pull down is just as wide because Neptune isn't out of Pisces until 2025. So, so very cool to give you kind of a time frame to being able to kind of make that big decision. It could be purchasing a house. It could be, having this dream wedding. Very cool window here to do that. Okay, so let's pause that there. We're going to move to the Patreon for the kind of drilling down to see if there's anything else we could kind of glean from this energy. So that video is going to be on the link below, Cancerian on the Patreon. Thank you for joining us there. As always, feel free to reach out for one-on-one. Peace. What's up, Cancerian? Okay, we're drilling down. This is Money March 2022. Anything else that we need to know, Spirit, about Wheel of Fortune in the upright? It was in the reverse, but we turned it to the upright because we had more of a clear understanding on this dynamic of being able to jump on this. What do they say? Fortune favors the brave. Luck is when preparedness and opportunity, meet. So this is definitely continuing to be about what you're about until this kind of gate opens with the Wheel of Fortune. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? That we could speak to for this, or that we need to know. Again, Cancerian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Money, March 2022. Let's see. I'm hearing Lionsgate, which is usually around August. If there is a windfall or change, Lionsgate could be something as well. Seven of Cups in the upright are options. Full card in the reverse is a hesitant, reticent energy. Hesitant and reticent to take a leap of faith, not knowing the power that you wield, maybe settling more so for security. I'm getting more so kind of blur the lines on your standard for doing certain things. Not lowering your standard, but knowing that certain actions, if pulled the trigger now, don't lower the bigger picture of what you're doing. That's not going to apply to everybody, but take that if that resonates. What you don't want is you don't want to, if something is at your standard, take that chance or opportunity with the Fool card in reverse. Because then that will have meant that you don't understand what you're capable of with the Emperor in reverse. Anything else? But the reason I say it that way is because I'm not getting that you don't understand what you're capable of. I'm not getting that. So then why this? Spirit, anything else? Anything else as to why this? Why this? Okay, where are you delivering? Someone's going to deliver something to you. Someone's going to... Okay. So I'm getting that there's going to be some sort of delivery on the home front. Could be more like emotional relationship stuff, but I'm not getting that you're necessarily in the kind of... I'm not necessarily getting that you're in that kind of mode or state. It feels and seems like more like unhealed child stuff with the Sun card in the upright. I find that in its own time, certain like tangential relationships will be healed and resolved, and common ground will be understood. is what I'm getting there. The Sun card in the upright. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, second and third chances with the Judgment card in the upright. I'm getting that, like you're going to see a lot of kind of offers coming your way in March. But don't let them kind of uproot what it is that you're in for. With the Four of Pentacles, remember, you're in it for the Ten of Pentacles, essentially. Something that you can hang your hat on. You can't, take relationships to the bank, so to speak, is what I'm getting, Cancerian. In fact, they might divert your energy and your attention. And cause more conflict than good. Okay, anything else that Cancer needs to know for money March 2022, Spirit? Feel free to cross-watch as well. We covered a lot of ground. Okay, there's going to be a change of perspective, seeing things differently. Seeing things objectively. Don't be married to certain ideas, obviously, if the kind of information changes. A lot of cutting dead weight here. Something that was low vibrational. Communicating your expectation to someone, a standard to someone. Like, look, if you're going to be involved in my life, then I need you to meet a certain kind of investment of value. This is my standard. And I think in time they will have this clarity of understanding, because it's going to be based on where you're at, Cancerian, and what you're working towards. And so I think that they're going to have a better understanding of what part that they could play as far as like adding value to your life, and vice versa. Because indelibly, I believe that you add value to them. You're an emotional leader. You're a cardinal emotional archetype. Okay, Cancerian. So, but just make sure that you tend to articulate the lines of worth and respect and exchange to those relationships, to those people that you respect and that you actually want to continue forward with. So don't be afraid to do that in a diplomatic way is what I'm getting here. So I'm going to leave it there. Let's move on to Leo. As always, feel free to like, share, follow, reach out for one-on-one reading, something more tailor-made and direct to you specifically in your circumstances, situation, and what you're working towards. Appreciate your time. Love and light to you, Cancer. Peace. Let's see, what else wants to come out? We be burning and concerning. So stupid. We be burning, not concerning about something and wondering. That's funny. Monday, Monday, Monday. What's up, Leo? This is going to be your March 22 money reading. Feel free to like, share, follow, reach out for one-on-one reading, comment your sun, moon, rising below. Let's get your cards really quick for the Instagram and TikTok. I'm just realizing that you guys only get the first 30 seconds. 10 of Pentacles looking good. Cross watchers. 9 of Pentacles looking good. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Damn. Okay. So this is looking good. Money's looking great. March, 5th house cross watchers, apply it to your 5th house in astrology. 10 of Pentacles in the upright. This is that kind of legacy that we were building. This is a vision that Spirit wants to communicate to you. Whether it's like a big purchase, a car, a house, a relocation. I'm getting that it's something big here. Marriage, a big kind of life-altering move here. With the Wheel of Fortune representative of travel. So interesting because the Cancerian reading that we had just before this, the Wheel of Fortune was in reverse, and the message was not to lose sight of that kind of vision. Don't just kind of brush it off, or don't kind of you need to play at the kind of various rungs and levels of the onion of life, right? Starting with the core, which is you, and then the most kind of outer vision of like where you would want to find yourself. Actually keep those. Those are just as valuable as the immediacy. So watch that Cancerian reading as well, because we get a lot there as far as like an understanding of where we're coming from. If this is like a sequel, then the Cancerian reading is like a lot of the kind of background. Watch all the ones, in fact, because it's kind of this huge narrative that we're constructing for this Money March series. Check out the Love series as well, which is all posted and uploaded already on the YouTube Run and Gun and on the Patreon. Links all below. So what we're seeing here is finally when this wheel, when preparedness and opportunity meet, that's luck, right? Luck known, in the tarot world to be something favorable to Sagittarius, right? And Jupiter, the planet of luck, abundance, expansion. Crossing lines, boundaries, borders, travel, Wheel of Fortune here. So this wheel is going to move. In the Cancerian reading, it was in the reverse, but in this reading, it is clearly as day in the upright. So this wheel will turn. By the time the wheel is turning, you are going to be in this kind of way more well-off financial position with the Virgo energy here. Could be this year, I would say. I wouldn't put it past us. As much as we kind of lined out that it might take some time, more time than maybe not here with some of these planet alignments that we're looking at on my laptop. Nonetheless, you're looking good, and this kind of narrative or this storyline or this dream that you're trying to execute on is well worth kind of sticking around and taking seriously. Legacy. Like, what can I say here, Leo? And you're doing it the right way, to the extent that before you're trying to kind of fuse with another, you have, or you will be making sure that you're kind of good on your own, so that you're not dependent on anyone. And this is actually what's making you look more attractive and favorable in the long run, until eventually you do choose to kind of merge houses with someone, so to speak, to formulate that kind of 10 of Pentacle. As always, the kind of external symbology can be inverted to the kind of unification of self. This is the Tree of Life, the Merkaba here, that these pentacles are kind of formulated, and these are based on edicts and values and virtues that we have within ourselves: knowledge, power, trust, faith, community, like whatever they are in the Tree of Life. But those are real deal as well. Those are real deal. Those values and those virtues are going to, help you get to these kind of high points in your life here. These points of, where the kind of higher ethereal realm meets the manifested realm, which is very possible. So much abundance in the world. And don't think for a split second that you are not a part of it, or that's not, in your path in any way, shape, or form, because it is, and it will be. And I can see it here for you, Leo. So let's leave that there. Such an awesome energy to come out the gate here. We're going to drill more down into this come the Patreon reading, which is linked below. Only $3 a month to subscribe. Holler at your boy for one-on-one direct reading, and or as always, feel free to share with others that you think might be interested in reading or just the educational value of this content. And comment your sun, moon, rising, like, subscribe. It means the world of difference to me. So see you on the Patreon link below, Leo. Peace. Okay, so this is what we have here. Just drilling down here. This is so cool that, the Cancerian reading was speaking to that wheel not having turned, but just because that gate wasn't open or that wheel hadn't turned yet doesn't mean that you shouldn't have been working and continuing on. Remember, we said we had that Leo in your back pocket on the Cancerian reading, and guess what? For the Leo reading, you're letting the beast go. You're letting the beast go, and you're letting it get after it. You're letting that Leo lion fiery energy get after the Sagittarius energy, which is amazing. It's almost like these fixed signs or like these particular keyholes, could be seasons and or people. We reference Lionsgate, these kind of interlocking mechanisms that allow the wheel to open up and turn here. A lot of turning of the wheel with the Sphinx atop of the Wheel of Fortune here. This is, guess what? Body of Leo the Lion, Leo season to Virgo, victory, the sword here, wisdom, this kind of devilish energy here. The devilish energy being like epochs and periods and phases where you don't see a future, where you sleep and snooze on the future. No, those visions, whether it's, this, that, and the third house card, whatever it is that you want to manifest just for shits and giggles in this kind of material realm, honest to goodness, hold on to them and don't sneeze at them. Let's see what wants to come out here. I'm getting that you have the kind of freedom and the independence and the audacity to be able to make this move here. I say that because the Five of Wands came out as well. There could be some semblances of conflict, but I'm getting that you're above the grade. You're above that, and you don't have to kind of come down from that King of Wands energy that came out in the Cancerian energy. You don't have to come down from that throne because you're above that. So let's see what else wants to come out here. Okay, the King of Cups, emotional maturity. Such good energy here. Again, this is not just for Leo. This is for cross watchers as well. Feel free to apply to your fifth house of fun, childlike wonder and awe, artistic, dramatic expression, romance as well. So mine can be intrinsically tied to romances as well. But use that as a lens to apply as well. The King of Cups, in your understanding of what's coming. The King of Cups in the upright is Libra, Scorpio energy. Could be season and or zodiac. This is a mature male and or masculine energy. Excuse me. Six of Pentacles, looking at, value dynamics of, people that want to be a part of your journey, people that want to be a part of your life, but you having to, in a kind of loving, respectful way, articulate, what their role needs to play, what it is and how it needs to be played on this kind of journey that you're on. I'm just seeing so much kind of being given, whether it's related to these relationships or not, or something completely external. This could even be you, but I'm also getting a sense of you being on the receiving end of these awesome cups here. Cups could be packages of, financial stability and success as well, because emotions are intrinsically tied to our well-being, which is, associated with value and money and being able to be comfortable in that department. The Chariot is Cancerian energy, rushing, incoming victory, 10 years of being overnight success, right? Someone seeing you, someone liking you, someone, loving you or valuing you enough to offer you this cup, which is amazing. A lot of kind of rejiggering, a lot of redefining these relationships, the landscapes of these relationships and what you could get out of them and what you need to prioritize before you could feed them, okay? So if you have to prioritize work, then you have to do that. Is there anything else, Spirit? This is so much kind of cool, positive overall energy, though, is what I'm getting, which is kind of the heart of what I wanted to share with you, Leo, for this energy to come out. Anything else? Spirit, March 2022. So many pentacles on deck here. Anything else? Again, we have more of this kind of Sphinx-like iconography, 444 on the timer. This is definitely moving out of Leo into Virgo fall energy. It's almost as if you're kind of like, hunting for like lot land or real estate is what I'm getting. And by we leave Leo and into Virgo energy, I'm feeling that you're going to be in a completely different position, if not a completely different location. Oh my God. King of Pentacles, Emperor energy, Page of Cups. Look at this. This is insane. This is like the party. Okay, and this is like that kind of summertime party here. Aries, Taurus energy with the King of Pentacles. This is, again, finances on top of finances on top of finances. But it's not just kind of like paper money or crypto or materialisms. It's actual worth and value, okay, which is quantumly something entirely kind of generated. It's like it's not enough to have the light bulb. You need to turn the light on in the dark room type. That's quantumly, it's done inside. The Emperor is here to, kind of bestow that value or wisdom to us, that self-understanding to us. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. The Page of Cups is the kind of repetitive process of this commune with the other side, with spirituality. Let's see if there's anything else. So cool. So we have these hard-hitting, kings are all featured here. All the kings have come. The 10 of Pentacles have come. The Emperor himself is here. This is get together. This is the place to be. So cool. The Charioteer is here. So badass. Very cool. Wow. Ace of Swords in the upright. Victory. Keep on watering that vision. Keep on watering that kind of self-love, the bond with this kind of life element here. The Ace of Swords in the upright is that kind of minor arcana tower moment, a positive tower moment. Sudden shock on change, transformation, Aries, Scorpio energy, Plutonian energy, via 10th house Capricorn, which it's in until 2023. So definitely as a result of that, which you've been watering via your career. Ace of Swords in the upright, this is God's gifts, Yod's clarity, having cut in the brush. Watch the other earlier readings. We speak to that. Seeing that kind of path to victory and executing upon that. Victory upon victory upon victory here, Leo. So cool. And clarity and communicating that to your higher self and from your higher self with this crown chakra here. Very cool. Yep, celebratory energy. It's like your big kind of risk paid off here in the end with the Hierophant in reverse. And you're kind of compounding the paid off risk is now transformed into a platform in which to kind of take another risk and another chance and strike out in another direction that's meant for you. This Three of Cups in the upright is a celebration energy. It's so interesting. I mentioned the 10 of Swords earlier with the Ace of Swords came out. But again, I'm finding that these energies are offsetting. Some maybe, again, tangential beings or energies are still in these kind of lower rungs of worrying, coming out of worrying, fearing of being backstabbed or betrayed, yada, yada, yada. But they will also kind of soon find out that, no, you're the real deal. You're true about it. So not to worry. There's just certain things that have to be kind of communicated and articulated in a way that can be kind of reciprocally satisfied. You want to be satisfied when you're having to kind of communicate your wants and needs in a relationship that you respect and that you want to kind of move forward with is what I'm getting, Leo. So the sense that I'm getting is that the relationships that we're talking about, they're not kind of fair weather friends. They're really kind of like tried and true. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Onward to Virgo. Hey, what's up, Respect Me? How's it going? All right, guys, reach out. Peace. What's up, Virgo? How's it going? We're going to get you your quick 3-card draw for Money March. The full video for this reading will be on the YouTube or Instagram, and then the real reading is going to be on the Patreon. Okay, so let's get your cards real quick. 3 Wands in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the upright, loss of objectivity with the High Priestess, something to keep mindful of, Virgo. Loss of objectivity, the Knight of Cups, someone is probably wanting to come to you and apologize in some way, shape, or form, offering, extending this cup to you. It's almost as if they're apologizing for not kind of adding to your vision or seeing the bigger picture, is what I'm getting here. Let's see. Actually, let's try to kind of drill down more on just these 3 cards because this is the teaser. Anything else that we need to know here? 3 of Wands in the reverse is coming out of Aries season. 2 of Wands in the upright, future projections, trajectories, futurisms, where you see yourself, where you want to be. Knight of Cups is Aquarius, Pisces energy, so it could be Sun, Moon, Rising. Coming to offer this kind of cup of solace to getting charity as well. Maybe an olive to this kind of High Priestess in reverse, Capricorn, Cancerian energy. It could be this kind of emotional articulation of a future kind of bigger picture that this person is not seeing, that you're here to communicate, Virgo. So I'll leave it at that, and tune into the Patreon link below for the drilling down more on this reading. Love and light to you guys. Peace. Hi, this is Dylan. I'm doing great. How about you? Okay, what can I help you with? Okay. Is there anything in particular that you'd want to know? Okay. Let's see what wants to come out. 1 second. You know, I do see the Devil card in the upright. This is kind of chained to something low vibrational. It could be something from his past that he's trying to salvage. It could even be a relationship from his past with the 5 of Cups in the upright. Kind of torn because there were some good times, and I think that he's kind of holding on to that. Trying to recreate that, but obviously he's kind of not fully committed with the Devil card here. He's chained to this kind of person, maybe to an emotional capacity or extent. But then obviously if he's having dealings with you, I think you're showing up as the Empress here, then he's not showing up to the grade or the level that you need him to, in which case the World card in the upright just came out. I mean, this is typically graduating away from something, stepping up to kind of a higher level or cycle. So, it's almost as if this World card is acting as like a stepping stone for you to step into something more kind of high vibrational, maybe relationally. Yeah. You said you're expiring. What'd you say? Can you repeat that? Well, we're talking about the context of relationship. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, that's it. I mean, this is someone who's probably, it seems as though he's dealing with something low vibrational. So to answer your question, yes. In which case, this is an opportunity to expose it, to address it, to shine the light of your consciousness in that direction. And for that to come out and be revealed, and for you to use that as a stepping stone for you to graduate to dealing with someone more high vibrational, relationally, someone that's on your level. I know there's probably a lot to take in, but that's kind of what the cards are. Well, the Devil card has it so that you can keep on being chained to this person all you want. Misery loves company, toxic people and I'm not saying this person is toxic, but it could be a toxic lifestyle, a mindset, substance abuse. The more the merrier. Lower negative energies just want to feed off of you. So if it'll persist as long as you want it to. If you're able to kind of determine that this scenario is not good for you, and you still continue to associate, then yeah, it'll persist. Let's see. Let's see. Is that the same question or is that two different questions? Okay, what are the things that he shouldn't have done? Can you, just so I know what I'm looking for? Okay, so it's the same question. Let me see. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting sleeping with other guys. So, no, I'm not getting that. But, I mean, obviously, you probably would want to ask directly from source, from the horse's mouth, but I'm not getting that. Let me see. I would say yes. The Lover's card is in the upright position. To me, this is a confirmation. If I'm asking directly yes or no, I feel as though there is a sense of innocence here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Does he work? Let's see. Oh, lurk. Let me see. Let's see. Let me. One second. Let's see. Back in my day, they called it creeping. So let me see. One second. No, I'm not getting around work. Let me see social media. No, I'm not getting nothing more than I think like the normal, I would say. Just people kind of, if he even uses social media, but I'm getting like a healthy amount here, but nothing creepy, nothing lurking. No, I'm not seeing that he's like extensively going through your stuff. But I mean, unless he's admitted that, but it's like I'm not. There are particular cards that I look for that energy, but I'm not getting that. So, but if he's not letting you see his stuff, that might be a little bit of a red flag. I'll be honest. Yeah, but it's like sooner or later, I do think that there's something about like the people that we're in association with or relationship with, like they should be able to bring some sort of comfort or illumination to their own past or where they're coming from, whether they're still about it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like he shouldn't be leaving you in the dark. Is what I'm getting. So let me see. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, I think he does here. Yes, I believe he does. Yes. Let me see. If he has like short answer, no, but I do feel as though if he does have some sort of like, if he has children or baby mama drama or something like that, that could be what's kind of maybe not encouraging him to communicate as much. I also do see the Two of Pentacles here, which is kind of day-to-day responsibilities getting in the way. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. But I would try to pull back my energy. I mean, if we're talking like, a lot of psychic stuff is energy based. So I would just try to pull, because, you might be a little bit of addicted to him with this devil card energy, in which case I think the cards are asking you to kind of level up away from that. And you'll start to see like doors open in relationships. I'm bigger and better for you. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Likewise. Thank you. Bye-bye. You too. Bye-bye. So I agree. Yeah. Just giving on the dollar. Nobody is supposed to know. Oh, man. Guys, this is why you need to watch the live stream. You need to see moments like that. Oh my God, me singing. That was great. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come out here. That's so funny. There's nobody else supposed to know. What's up, Virgo? Okay, we're going to bring in an alternate deck here. We're going to still drill down on the Three of Wands in reverse. Remember, this is in regards to money. So what I'm getting is that typically when you kind of lose your eye off the prize, a lot of your resources are being drained, so you can't focus and harness your energy as much. But I'm getting that you're kind of showing mastery over this. You're showing up looking good, feeling good, smelling good, all that good stuff. And that's also very attractive and conducive to your success, is what I'm seeing here. Excuse me. Putting down burdens with the Ten of Wands and the upright, something that might just be exhausting. Trying to segue away from working harder instead of smarter. Is also a message featured here for you, Virgo. The Queen of Wands in reverse, this could be some kind of latent, unconscious, subconscious jealousy as well, to where somebody doesn't want to add value or contribute to you based off of your kind of objective, intrinsic due or worth. And so they could be a little bit withholding. Or negging or nitpicking or something of that nature is what I'm getting here. In which case, you don't have to associate, with this person. Virgo, people who don't kind of see you for your worth or your value, you might want to either articulate to them if you respect them enough, how you need them to show up to add value to the bigger picture. Versus, not wasting kind of resources in that direction is what I'm getting, Virgo, with this energy. Because I'm getting that you're kind of showing up looking like roses here nonetheless. So let's see what else. Someone is on the chopping block here. You have an ability to kind of intellectualize, articulate, and analyze, which is good because you're going to bat for yourself. Okay, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, but there is also a capacity or a tendency to get riled up, to let certain things get under your skin. Okay, but when you take out the subjectivity and you just stick to the kind of meat and potatoes of what it is that you're doing with your time, because that's where your value is going, wherever you're watering your time, and the result or the end point or the outcome, then that at the end of the day, that helps you to remain objectivity and focus. I'm seeing that like on multiple levels, you like have your own back, or you're being behooved to have your own back here. This could also be people that you feel have your back, that you trust. Capricorn, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancerian energy. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Being impeccable with your word, trying your best to articulate. A lot of relationship energy coming through in this reading. Let me see, is there anything else? Yes, double confirmation. We got the High Priestess in reverse as well. She sits as a balance between wisdom and strength. The Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Cancerian and Capricorn energy. I think it's summer and winter solstice. So in the reverse position, she's kind of out of sorts. It's almost as if you're wanting to give someone a talking to, but try to do that, like, within morality, making sure to kind of measure and balance what's suitable to you, what you need, and that you're not just kind of talking to a wall here. Is there anything else that Virgo needs to know, Spirit? Is there anything else that Virgo needs to know? Yes, focus on your work. Focus on your work. Prioritize your work and your output over relationships at this time. It'll ease up your kind of dossier, what's on the docket. And it'll allow you to evaluate clearly. Sometimes time is needed to gain more clarity. So as to be like, no, I have a valid point here. Okay. And when you do have time, then, you will be able to kind of correct course and fix that kind of picture on the wall here. But you might want to slow down as to, like, when you feel that you can make amends for this. Anything else, Spirit? Yes, time heals all wounds. Remember to recharge. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary here. I feel as though that you will get another kind of inundation of wave or emotion that will want to spark you to take a new action with the Ace of Wands. Just remember that it's channeled to what it is that you're wanting to water and grow here. So I'm going to leave that at that. Virgo, feel free to reach out for a one-on-one, like, share, follow, subscribe, leave your sun, moon, rising in the comments. It makes a world of difference. It means the world to me. And on to Libra. We're moving right along with the money march vibes here. So let's continue. Holla at your boy. Peace. Okay, what's up, Libra? How's it going? This is going to be your 3-card Monty teaser. March Money 2022. Full video on the YouTube and Instagram with the exclusive bonus content on the Patreon. Links are on the website or on the YouTube or on the Instagram description of the video. Someone or something is on the chopping block or has gotten under your skin here, so hold off on knee-jerk reaction. Okay, because Queen of Swords in reverse is like similar semblance to the High Priestess in reverse, which we got a lot of for the Virgo reading before this. Double confirmation. I was using 2 decks, by the way. So the Queen of Swords in reverse is like being out of your wits. Typically the Queen of Swords is known for like business acumen, math, sciences, numbers, Excel spreadsheets, being able to kind of compose and conduct herself in a very kind of intellectualized, articulate way. But if something is too personal to you, then you kind of fly off the handle here is what I'm getting with the Knight of Swords and the upright. So it's usually the people who are closest to us that kind of can do that to us. So try not to give your power away. I know that might seem like a normalized or traditionalized kind of way of behaving, but you're wanting to maintain your centeredness and your peace. And trying to calmly articulate or suss something out or explain something is what I'm getting, Libra. Because if not, then it does affect your career, it does affect your energy, it does affect your moods and your modes and all this. Is what I'm getting here. This is eventually being able to kind of offer something with Aquarius Pisces energy. I think there's a tendency to kind of want to jump on a meat and bone here, but you're going to try your best to kind of hold back and reserve yourself and not fly off the hinges is what I'm getting in regards to something in particular here, Libra. Yeah, definitely pump the brakes here. There's going to be a time and a place to address something specifically. So trust that. You want to kind of preserve yourself for quality exchanges. and let these kind of, whether they're relationships or what have you, let them come after your responsibilities and obligations to your meaning and purpose and to what you could contribute to the world. Because if everything is just based off of understanding, then understanding and being able to be back on the same page can come in time. Okay, so there's no need to rush or force even a reconciliation, is what I'm getting. Libra. So I'm gonna leave it there. Some couple other cards came out, and again, this is definitely related to business and finances, worth and value, and how you want others to show up in your life. So hence why I think this is showing up in your money reading. But let's come to the Patreon, the kind of exclusive bonus content, and we're going to see what other messages Spirit has for you, Libra. So link below on the Patreon. As always, feel free to like, share, follow, reach out for one-on-one reading. Love you guys lots. Peace. I'm going to make some coffee. Actually, to take a break or not to take a break? That is the question. Okay. What's up, Libra? This is your extended Patreon exclusive reading. We're drilling down a little bit more into the kind of a lot of air energy, a lot of communication energy, a lot of severity, how you dull severity is to pump the brakes, slow down a little bit. Let's not say things that we don't mean a little bit. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising as well is what I'm getting here. So time is healing all wounds. You're going to want to give some time because it takes a little bit longer for the emotions to kind of kick up to speed here with our kind of intellectual self, with that self that wants to dwell in kind of fear or what have you. A definite time for kind of second and third chances, trying to kind of keep this in the context of money as well. There's just going to be certain avenues or relationships that you're going to have to leave behind with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So if you want to slowly kind of start to pull back your energy It doesn't mean that you're having to put the kibosh on relationships, but it can mean kind of blocking out time for certain exchanges, not overextending yourself when you're finding yourself in the middle of obligations, not kind of committing time that could otherwise be committed to, whatever it is that your main goal and focus is. Typically, when we reference money, we're talking about kind of financial freedom and not necessarily allowing relationships or misunderstandings or not being on the same page to kind of augment, what you're trying to facilitate as far as productivity throughout your day here. Anything else for Libra that Libra needs to hear or know? Again, with this Judgment card in the upright, there's going to be a time and a place for reconciliation or making amends or getting on the same page. Okay, but there is also like a sussing out of understanding what you require within yourself to get on the same page and making sure that you're not outsourcing to others what you could try to understand within yourself. Okay. Let's see. What else? Yeah, because there's just going to be a lot of kind of differences. What I'm getting is like on like quality control or creative control is what I'm getting. Certain adherences that the artist, quote unquote, abides by, that the representative doesn't understand or agree upon. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? Seeing that someone does want to kind of rush through to you for a second or third chance. They want to kind of in a weird way kind of see your vision through for you, or they want to make you proud in some way. The World card is here. This is graduating to a new cycle with these connections or relationships. I'm finding that, specific relationships in particular that are worth kind of bringing forward with you. But always kind of testing and challenging the quality. Okay, anything else that Libra needs to know, Spirit? Anything else that Libra needs to know, Spirit? Wow. 10 of Pentacles and the Lover's card in the upright, back to back. Very cool. Very cool energy coming out here. It's almost as if, when you do pull back your energy and you really do start to kind of hunker down and focus on the work in and of itself, is when you're kind of calling this reality closer and closer to you, moment by moment, day by day. So ostensibly a weeding out of that which is just like a time suck or a time waste. We could have had people tell us that, but you will have had to have kind of graduated to that understanding as well via that World card. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, the Magician is, fortune favoring, luck and preparedness and opportunity and all that stuff. But grace, the grace of God, the grace of divine timing, which is beyond our kind of navigation, is what I'm seeing here with the Lover's card. If this is indeed some sort of kind of external soulmate in time, I'm finding that, technically this is telling you they're down the road, but you got to live long enough to see it. And what is going to help you more want to continue this journey of life, but a recognition of the value and the worth that your presence on this earth has. King of Pentacles showing up strong here to confirm that. That's what I'm getting here. Very cool, Libra, very cool. Anything else, anything else, anything else? Emotional independence. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else that I could see, that I could articulate? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Let's jump into Scorpio's weird-ass energy. Just joking. We're going to see what messages want to come for them. Libra, I implore you to watch the other readings, cross-watch, and you're going to get a lot from those as well. As always, feel free to reach out for a one-on-one reading, lecture, follow, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Love you guys. Peace. Let's see. What's up, Scorpio? This is going to be your money, March 2022 reading. Feel free to lecture, follow, reach out for one-on-one reading. All the links are below. Check out the Instagram or YouTube for this full reading and the Patreon extended bonus exclusive offer. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here. This is lack of growth in some department here. This is a money reading, so you could feel as though the fruits of your labors or efforts aren't coming to fruition. This is wanting to move away. That would be giving away a lot of power, though, with the Emperor in reverse. It's almost as if you were to kind of just bail out right now before something is completed, a task at hand is completed, then you will be doing yourself a disservice. I'm trying to focus more so on the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here. It could be read as the Six of Pentacles in the upright, sometimes understood as breadcrumbing. It could be a form of charity in some way, shape, or form. You're wanting to kind of see your power to the full extent of its source, and sometimes that is moving away from that which does not kind of recognize your value or the work that you've put in. If you're associating with people that don't understand their own self-worth, how much can you expect of them to understand your worth? Which is even more reason why to kind of do that exploring within yourself as well. We did a lot of redefining of kind of value in layman's terms. It is essentially that which you're doing over a long period of time. Now, some people are fine with working for a company, but if it's something that they could kind of on their own 2 feet do regenerate and they don't need anyone else, or if it's coming directly from them as some sort of, architect or conductor, then those are examples of kind of, being able to kind of self-generate value. The Emperor in the reverse speaks to kind of not knowing quite yet how to do that, or not knowing that they're capable of that. So some interesting dynamics here. The Emperor is also featured in the Six of Pentacles as that which is kind of bestowing value to people that probably don't understand how to self-generate. So this could be a semblance of, feed a man a fish, he eats for a day, teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime, is what I'm getting here. And more so understanding that you could help to empower others. Excuse me, I got the coffee maker in the background. You could help to empower others with that knowledge and information of self. So I'm going to leave it there. We have 4 other cards here that I'm going to get to in the Patreon bonus extended exclusive offer link below here. I'm simulcasting on the Running Gun YouTube live stream here. It's about to be coffee time, so I'm excited. Feel free to reach out for one-on-one, like, share, follow, subscribe, comment your sun, moon, rising. As always, Scorpio. Love you guys lots. Patreon link below for the bonus extended. It's only $3 a month to subscribe to. It's well worth it. And we're going to drill down more for your money read for the month of March 2022 and or timeless when you come across this. Holler at your boy. Peace. Link below. Okay, Scorpio, got the coffee maker in the background. 2 cups in the reverse, falling out, coming out of relationships, staying tried and true to that, not necessarily wanting to revert back or go to the past. 4 wands in reverse, more falling out energy. The devil card in reverse, leaving those toxicities behind. They were throwing you off of your divine timing. I say your divine timing specifically because it is a self-subscribed timeline, and that timeline exists when you choose you and your efforts and your endeavors and your money and your what you can generate or produce. When you choose that first and foremost over relationships, that this is the season to do that, so as to eventually down the line be able to enjoy. But time is of the essence here and now is what I'm getting. Scorpio, and it's no longer a time for you to kind of put off your obligations, and especially in the midst of you kind of realizing and coming to an enlightenment of how to kind of self-generate and what value and worth and the fact that you actually have something to offer. And there's meaning and purpose and reason behind that here. You are climbing to a status of stability that where there is no kind of going back here, which is great. And it's been an effort. The Hierophant in reverse here, carving your own path, staying tried and true to the refining of your skills. I use the word mining a lot because it's a good kind of identifier or interpretation of the time and the toiling needed, which, you can't buy experience, is what the Eight of Pentacles is telling us and showing us here. You are definitely working towards something. You have a vision that you're working towards, Scorpio. Certainly, you're kind of going back to the well of spirituality, that which fills you up, that's that which is being communicated to you from above to below, to help kind of continue to create your own personal heaven on earth here is what I'm getting with the Sun card in the upright. Queen of Swords in the reverse, something being on the chopping block, something maybe getting under your skin or throwing you off of your game or having you at wit's end. You're going to be able to wrap up that cycle here and graduate to a higher amount of understanding and come out victorious here with the Six of Wands in the upright. Public acknowledgement, something of this nature. The world is definitely looking and watching and seeing what you're producing, but they're seeing it to an extent that you're kind of intrinsically doing something for the worth that you could self-generate. You're not doing it based off of accolades. And again, we spoke a lot to being able to kind of self-subsist and utilizing yourself as your own fuel source, like transitioning from gas to electric, which is very kind of unprecedented, is what I'm getting, Scorpio. If you're resonating with this and or cross-watcher, feel free to apply this through the lens of the, I believe it's 8th house, Scorpio. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit, for Scorpio? Certainly there will be conflict. Certainly there will be competition. But again, I'm seeing that you're coming out as victorious here. Okay. Month of March. Definitely putting the kibosh on being breadcrumbed or not being given your fair due. Some emotional solace is being offered here, which is great because it's just the cherry on top. Like I said, it's not anything that you've needed to subsist or continue to create your own work here. Let me see. Is there anything else? Trying to remain as objective as possible when you are communicating something. Being straight and to the point here. Is there anything else, Spirit? Okay, freeing yourself from a certain amount of stagnancy here in the month of March. No longer choosing a cycle through this kind of poverty consciousness with the 5 of Pentacles in the upright. And I think a lot of that poverty consciousness is, like I said, these people haven't kind of turned the light bulb in themselves on. They haven't understood wealth and value is not an external thing. It's an internal thing. What are they working on? What are they contributing to? What have they let sidetrack and get in the way of them fulfilling what it is that they could be working on or adding value to? A skill, a craft, an artistry, something of this nature, Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that thing for them that they're meant to do, to work on? And what story have they convinced themselves of so as to not be able to do otherwise? That's kind of what I'm getting. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Onward to, after Scorpio, we have Sagittarius. Holler at you both more. Peace. Okay. Let's see. Sagittarius, we are rounding the corner on the Money March readings. This is going to be your short teaser. We got 3 cards for you. Extended is on the YouTube or Insta, and the full meat and potatoes is going to be on the Patreon. With the 3 of Cups, just reading for the message, not going to take a lot of your time. Got 3 Cups in the upright celebration, Sagittarius. Investing quality or time into someone or something that you may feel that you haven't been fair to. With the Justice card in reverse here. There is going to be some semblance of you wanting to balance some sort of scales. Know that, yes, you are an actor and being able to do so based on the kind of pullings of your intuition. But when it comes to kind of negativity, karma, or the universe tends to be able to do that. Without your help. Let me see what else wants to come out here. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and then we're going to move to the extended link below on the Patreon. I'm not sure if there's anything else that we could drill into that we haven't already kind of covered through all the other signs that we've been doing readings for the month of March. So feel free to cross-watch and apply those to your astrological houses as well, with the caveat of money being the main topic. And if you want some homework, Google astrological natal chart, like a default, houses 1 through 12, Aries through Pisces, and then apply the readings to those aspects and components of your life. And you'll get a lot out there from that. Or you'll get a lot from that out there, I should say. What else can I say? Let's leave it there and we'll drill down to the extended link below. Holler. Okay, Sagittarius. So what also came out was the Six of Wands in the reverse, Crossroads, Two of Swords in the upright, and the Lover's card. You're feeling a little guilty about something with the Six of Wands in the reverse is what I'm getting, a certain amount of injustice. Primarily, you feel as though you've kind of been unjust to yourself. I think you've been trying to maybe fabricate this connection here, going against your better judgment with the Justice card in reverse. Let's see. In a way, this Lover's card is kind of a pie in the sky type, especially in the month of Pisces season. Let's see, anything else that Sagittarius needs to. Yes, this is definitely taking a break with the Four of Swords in the upright. This is relocation energy, traveling energy, I should say. Having to kind of piece together a timeline of ethical behavior and solid moral standing with the Six of Wands in reverse. Kindness and warmth. Not letting your past experiences cloud that kind of sound judgment or that moral standard or that ethic that you're being called to adhere to, because it's going to be that ethic that's going to lead you to that kind of twin flame connection or that Ten of Pentacles in the upright. It's there for you, but it's like you have to kind of actually show and become, first it's understanding of self-worth, but actually it's also adhering to kind of living in an upstanding way, if that makes sense. And a lot of that has to do with what's your contribution to greater society. Are you being an agent of chaos, or are you helping to propagate and facilitate, love and harmony and peace and all that good stuff? Wouldn't be surprised if you got an offer in some way, shape, or form to make a move here, make a sudden change. Obviously, you don't want to kind of leave people in ruin, Sagittarius. There's an ethical way to go about making your dreams come true. The door hasn't closed, and you being able to do so with the Judgment card in the upright, second and third chances. Okay, at times you worry. Don't let worry get the best of you. Anything else specifically for money, Spirit? Anything else specifically for money, Spirit? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, feel free to cross-watch. Like I said before, you're going to get a lot out of that as well, Sagittarius. In any event, holler at your boy for a one-on-one. Like, share, follow, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you. Peace. Get some coffee. more frustrated because I'm not trying to communicate that. It's like, you know, you give me your whole spiel, and like I know my experience. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. Let me end this live stream.